All right, good morning, everybody. My name is AJ Smith. I'm the manager of operations for our detox and residential programming at 2005 Ashland. I'm here today with some esteemed colleagues to talk a little bit about our sanctuary program and the principles by which this program adheres to.
Okay. AJ, thanks for coming in. Tell me a little bit more about social responsibility and as it relates to sanctuary and what it is.
So the idea of social responsibility to me is, let's first look at the idea of responsibility. Responsibility lends to finding meaning and purpose in life for a lot of people. And when we combine that with social, we look at what the individual can do as a part of a team. So if the individual is taking on more responsibility in their own life and their own work, then it lends to a better team atmosphere, better team environment, and also better outcomes for the people that we serve.
Okay, thank you. How are you using social responsibility in the department that you work in?
So in our department, social responsibility plays an impact in the aspect of looking at sanctuary as the trauma-informed way of things we do, meaning there's not anything wrong with anybody. It's what happened to that person. And by looking at that philosophy with social responsibility, we look at each individual and what they've brought to the table and what might have happened to them. Then we correlate that with the aspect of I'm taking on more personal responsibility in my department to have a better team. Some examples from our department of how we take on social responsibility is by going out of our way to do more than just what our job descriptions entail. What can I do to make this department better? What can I do to make my team better? And therefore we have better outcomes with the people that we serve.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Sure.
How you mentioned trauma-informed, and that is one of the main purposes of sanctuaries, to be more trauma-informed. So how are you using a trauma-informed approach as well as social responsibility in your personal work that you work with, either with your peers or with clients, AJ?
So I have the amazing opportunity to work with individuals who are at their first stages of recovering from substance use disorder. Most of these individuals have some sort of trauma that they've experienced in their life. Trauma, we know, statistically correlates to some individuals becoming dependent upon substances. So looking through the lens that most people have experienced some trauma or significant different events of trauma helps to make individuals not so defensive when engaging with whether it's a coworker or a patient, and that engagement isn't necessarily going the way that they want it to. Having the knowledge of people come to the table with different events that have shaped the personalities that they have then help to make people less defensive, and the less defensive we are in our actions with whether it's staff members or patients or whatnot lends to better outcomes.
Great. How do you see that Zeph staff, and even more so the clients we serve, how do you see this sanctuary, and especially specifically social responsibility, being a benefit for those people once we are fully implemented in sanctuary?
I love the idea of sanctuary. I love the idea of this being implemented through the staff and then through the people that we have the opportunity to serve for a lot of different reasons. Specifically talking about social responsibility, I'm going to go back to the meaning and purpose. By taking on more responsibility in our lives, whether it's the work that we do at Zeph Center, whether it's the work we do in our personal lives, whatever it might be, having that responsibility lends to finding what our meaning and purpose is in life. When we can find those two different aspects, we have the ability to have happier, more fulfilled lives. When we're those type of people, we then do better work for the people that we serve. We have better interactions with whether it's our direct reporters or our fellow staff member. Sanctuary and these principles of which sanctuaries build upon, when taken seriously and implemented, can truly help shape an individual to becoming the best version of themselves. And when we are the best versions of ourselves, the outcomes of that are unknown.
All right. AJ, thank you very much. I have the opportunity to work with you on the Sanctuary core team. Is there anything you would like to add about Sanctuary?
I don't think anything additional other than the fact that I am very appreciative that the Zeph Center is going through the sanctuary certification process. Like I said, when fully embraced, this opportunity will help to shape the work that we do. And then by shaping the work that we do, we better serve the people that we aim to serve.
Okay. AJ, thank you very much. And for those of you watching this video, I just want to let you know, if you have any questions about Sanctuary or about the video you just watched, reach out to your supervisor, reach out to any members of the core team. You can find our names on the Sanctuary tab on ZNet. But just reach out and feel free to ask questions. We would be more than happy to answer them. AJ, once again, thank you very much for your time and your well-spoken, well-thought-out answers. And I appreciate you and look forward to working with you some more.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. Thanks, AJ.
Thank you.